All is quiet on this beautiful sunny morning in the town of Wilson, North Carolina, on the CSX A line. We're currently set up here at the Amtrak station in downtown Wilson, which is on the former main line of the Atlantic Coastline Railroad between Richmond, Virginia and Tampa, Florida. This stretch of former ACL trackage is located just south of the busy CSX yard in Rocky Mount. CSX also has a yard here in Wilson, but is not active today. The Carolina Coastal Railway also serves the town of Wilson, with their yard on the former Norfolk Southern railway trackage. The first train to come through town actually wasn't until about 9:30 in the morning, so I came here a little bit too early to see trains on the A line. This northbound CSX freight with a pair of GEs is most likely heading north for Rocky Mount or further up on the A line toward Richmond. The parade of northbound Amtrak trains I knew would soon enter the picture as I set up at the signals at milepost 139 just south of Wilson to watch Amtrak train number 80, the northbound Carolinian, on its way from Charlotte, North Carolina to New York's Penn Station as it rounds the curve heading for its next station stop right here in Wilson.
Clear nursery, 1 north. Nursery, Amtrak 94.
Hot on the heels of Amtrak Train 80 was Amtrak Train number 40, the northbound Floridian, on its way from Miami, Florida to Chicago, heading for its next scheduled station stop in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. CSX's weekday local L237 out of Wilson for Rocky Mount has engine number 6138 currently assigned to it, sitting on a sidetrack here alongside the A-line. The next train to come into the picture will be my final one on the A-line for the day, that being train L225. This is a daily train that operates out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina, heading south down the A-line before turning east on former seaboard trackage on the Wilmington Subdivision, bound for Wilmington, North Carolina. Later in the day, some heavy rainstorms came through the area in Greenville, North Carolina. However, it ended up illuminating a spectacular sunset, so I figured a chase eastbound toward the Crystal Coast would be a good way to finish the day. CSX train L234 is a daily turn heading out to Lee Creek, North Carolina on the Carolina Coastal Railway's Wilson Subdivision and the Norfolk Southern's WL line. This evening the power is an ES40DC number 5288, and the trailing unit is a rebuilt SD70 Mac number 4724. This is the last time this summer I would most likely be seeing this power on the L234/L235 turn, as the power will be swapped the very next day. We'll be following the L234 as far as Chocowinity this evening. First up, we catch them here in the town of Simpson as they pass by the former Norfolk Southern Railway freight station. East of Simpson in the town of Grimesland, the train resumes track speed of 25 miles per hour as it pulls out of the slow order that it had at 10 miles per hour through Simpson. Our final scene here in Chocowinity shows the train coming off the Carolina Coastal Railway's Wilson Subdivision as it rolls through Norfolk Southern's Chocowinity Yard and onto the WL line. It's funny enough, as L234 was making its way through the yard, it rolled through the same time as NS train P97 returned from New Bern, and once again with a new locomotive, as 8029 got replaced with an AC44C6M.